Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers, TikTokers, and bookworms? So yes, today is February 20th. You are looking at the Legends of the Batman collection from Fanhome. And yes, just like the description says, I will go on a little bit of a rant. Unfortunately, this is my second take on it. I had to just kind of the first one was just horrible. All I did was swear and just go nuts. And maybe someday I'll show that as a blooper. Nah, actually, I doubt. I'll probably erase it. But yes, I get it, man. There are real world problems out there in the planet, man. There, unfortunately, are people starving and dying. And so those things are a whole lot more important than some stupid books, honestly. But, when you pay for something, you kind of expect it, especially kind of like a credit card company, right, guys? Where, they want that freaking payment every month because if not, then you're late and then they charge you more. Well, Fanhome's doing the same thing. They seem to be able to do, I almost think it's like a conspiracy theory at this point. They seem to do all the first 10 days of the new month. They seem to do those people pretty well. I don't know if they go by last name first, so maybe they're starting from A to Z, and that's how they fulfill these items. I doubt it, though, because they have to. The logistics must be crazy. They must have, I would have to say, thousands of people subscribing to these, and everybody's not doing it on the same date, right? So, some people started only 6 months ago. Some people started 20 months ago, like myself and others. But yeah, no, this was fine. Everything was in there, except I got a surprise that I actually don't need. And it's ridiculous, and that's why I'm redoing this. So yes, I did cut it. And so obviously with the first video, it's all there. So, they're off the hook in terms of, everything's fine. There's nothing broken. There's nothing ripped or whatever. But we'll kind of go through it. So as you can see, all 4 books are there, and I actually tightened them up and actually put them in order so like that it's less time on me on video here complaining. So what did they send me? So they just sent me the Batman Part 1 of the Long Halloween. Very awesome story. It's the back of it there. This is number 6, volume 6, chronological order 10. So if you've kind of been paying attention to this whole volume thing, you already know this is a problem. Okay. Next, we have Knightquest Part 3. Very nice cover there with Alfred. I believe this is the end of that storyline, so that's pretty cool. Volume 42, chronological order 35. So there you go with that one. And then next is the private Casebook. I don't even think I've ever read this in my whole life, so that's kind of cool. It'll be something new to read. Volume 43, order number 69 there, as you can see. Sorry if it's not 100% focus, folks. And then last but not least, Batman Incorporated, Volume 2. I believe I have Volume 1, but we'll show you that at the end. I'm going to kind of go through a few of them. So that's 44 in chronological order 77. So, all right, so here we start with my rant. All right, folks, so for those of you that have been following me for a while, and let me kind of lower this, sorry. For those of you who've been following me for a while, so yes, I'm still missing 13. Obviously, I just said this is February 20th. I get charged every 14th of the month. So, no, I did not get charged for this 19th only 6 days ago. No, this was charged over a month ago on January 14th. The new month comes in. I'm like, okay, where are my books? They haven't even left the damn warehouse. Literally have not left the warehouse. I'm like, okay. And for those of you, again, that follow me, they had charged me on December 1st for package 13th, which is, that month that I'm totally missing. And so nothing. So I end up getting charged for package 20th 6 days ago. So I said, you know what? Enough is enough. So, I try to be very, very political. I don't want to be swearing or whatever because it's childish, to be honest. And don't get me wrong, I do it sometimes. But yeah, I emailed them. I said, what's going on? I don't get it. On December 1st, you charged me for this package, close to $100. I haven't gotten anything. It's been over 2.5 months now. You charged me for 19th on January 14th. And you just now charged me again for a third package. So now you're 3 packages in and no deliveries. What's going on? And I said in the email, and don't give me the excuses of all the snow and the weather. I don't care. Everybody else is pretty much caught up. If UPS is caught up, if FedEx is caught up, you guys can catch up too. You guys are a multi-million-dollar company. You guys have been doing this for a while. It's not that big of a deal. So I said, and if there's a book that from what I hear, I think BJ Kicks mentioned it in his channel. Please go check him out. He's a really cool dude. So BJ said that I guess I'm gonna make believe on the number, but package one of the books 68 or whatever the number is gets repeated like 4 or 5 pages later. And so I'm like, you know what? I don't care. I don't even read these. I said, I don't read these books. I've already read them. I'm just collecting them because they are pretty. You know, they have that beautiful spine that hopefully will be, when finished, will make those beautiful, collage of pictures or whatnot. So I said, just send me my books. I just want my damn books. So she says, oh, we have to investigate this and that. And it's a lady that I was speaking to. And so I said, yeah, I just want my books. So she does an investigation. She says, we apologize. Yes, I don't know why 19 never left. So what we have to do is we have to give you a full refund. For those of you that know, you know. So yeah, they have to give you a refund because of inventory purposes. And then they charge you again the next day or the same day. It just depends. So they did that with 19th, and that's why it's here. 20th, again, I haven't received yet. It's only today the 20th again. So that was only 6 days ago. So I'm assuming hopefully I get those by the end of the month or in the beginning of the new month before the new ones get charged. So, in saying that, so they do that. And what happens? Literally 2 days ago, I get back $100. It looks like I'm never going to get 13, guys. So now I will be missing from my collection number 28, which is a Trinity War / Forever Evil. I believe that's special number 4. I could be wrong. So that's why I'll never now have those 12 books. And that's only 12 books in that particular collection. And that's the sub collection, the specials. Death on the Family Part 2. I guess I'll never have either because, again, that's what was in 13th. And that was number 30. And then 31 was Batman I Am Suicide. And then the last one, which is Part 1, The Resurrection of Ra's al Ghul. And that was number 32. So it looks like I'm never going to have those books. Either that or I'll have to, maybe on YouTube, maybe a couple years from now. Not YouTube, I'm sorry. eBay, somebody on eBay will be selling like singles and maybe I can kind of grab it that way. Kind of like when people were getting rid of their collections from Ego Moss. So yeah, folks, that's where we're at. And it's it sucks because, again, I sell items out of my own personal collection so I can kind of get these. So I've gotten rid of some really cool books, some really cool action figures or whatever, just so I can kind of buy this. Because at the end of the day, when, hopefully I'll live a long time from now. I mean, I'll live 10, 15, 20 years. But if this ever gets finished, this is all going to my son. Because this is his favorite character of all time, Batman. So let's kind of go back to that first book real quick. And I know I'm already 7 minutes in. And whatever. So this book is a repeat, and I'll show you that, yes, I already received it once. Why did they throw that in there? Again, I don't know. I don't know if they have these poor people, maybe they have them rushing all day and they have to complete so many orders. Kind of like how Amazon, if anybody's ever worked for Amazon, and I did like 4 summers ago. And I hated it. But anyway, yeah, they have, they have these ridiculous numbers. Oh, you need to have like 120 done per day, per shift or whatever. So anyway, so the original one obviously has the old bullseye there before they changed. And this is the one they just sent me today. Now, I wish everything would be matching and would be this new bullseye, but I'm not going to start over my collection. And who knows, 4 years from now, DC might decide they want to change the bullseye again into something else. So, I want all 120 books to be as uniform as possible. But yeah, folks, so for some reason, yes, I didn't get charged for this. It was just thrown in. I don't know. I wish it would have been more of a single type book, but that's fine. Whatever. It's part 1. So now I have 2 copies of this. And yes, I do have part 2. But yeah, so there you go, folks. So that's my quick little rant. Again, I had to re-record it because the first one was just horrible. I will say though, the only thing that I didn't mention that I did mention in part 1 that I am still going to do in part 2 is, for this, as of still today, sorry, is I am going to report them to the Better Business Bureau. I'm pretty much done. Again, they were so quick to charge me on the 14th. Unless it's like a Sunday, they'll wait until like Monday or whatever. They're so quick to charge, but then you don't get that instant satisfaction after the fact. And yes, I know that we all have to wait a week or 2, maybe even 3 weeks. But again, it's gotten to the point that if I don't report them, then I'm not going to feel good about myself or better about myself. And I'm always going to be mad. So at least, even if I'm the only one reporting them, at least there's already one. And again, I can't stop doing this because I mean, I can, but I'm already a third in. I'm only missing 2/3 of this collection at this point. And again, like I've said, this is for my son. So when it's all said and done, that's why I don't even read them, to be honest with you. I mean, I've read all this stuff already. I'm a longtime collector and whatnot. But yeah, folks. So that's basically it. Again, sorry for the longer format video here, and you just looking at the same two books or whatever. But as always, guys, thank you so very much. Please comment and subscribe and all that good stuff. And yeah, thumbs ups would be great. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later, probably in the next week or two. You guys take care. Peace.